All right, finally on. I've been trying to get on here, and they kept telling me it wasn't available. Is anybody on here? Anybody in the room? Sorry, I'm a little late. It would not let me live stream for some reason. Anybody here? If you are, give me a little hi in the comments. Let me know who you are. I didn't think it was going to let me on there, to be honest with you. I just kept having to try to go and go again. Is anybody in the room? I see twos on here. If you don't care, comment in the chat. Blake, I see you there, buddy. It just popped up. What's happening? Waiting on everybody else to get in the room if anybody else is coming. If you are here, if you don't care, just get in the chat there and say hello or a thumbs up or anything. Just let me know I'm getting out there, and let me know if my mic's too loud or needs to be turned up or down or anything. So far, Blake's here, Blake B. Talked to him earlier today. I see fours here. If you don't care, put your name up on the chat there. You know, say hello or something. Let me know you're in the room. And again, I'm sorry I was a little late. It just wouldn't let me come on. I kept trying and trying and trying. It kept telling me live stream wouldn't let me get on there. It was unavailable is what it said. Don't look like we're going to have a whole lot here tonight, are we? I see four, but no one's chatting. I got a poll up here about the OUPES Exodus 15. That's what we're here to talk tonight about. There's 6 in the room now, 2 thumbs. I can see Blake B on the chat. What's happening? Is anybody else on the room? Can you say hello or anything? Just let me know you're here. We'll get started. Make sure I'm not too loud for you or anything. I've got the OUPES Exodus 1500 right here. I'll tell you what, I have been pleased with it. Hooked a little light up to it just to keep the screen going, hopefully. Won't turn off on me as much. Well, we're here because OUPES asked me to have a live stream over the Exodus 1500. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm a man of my word, so I try to keep it. I see 7 in the room now. But it's the OUPES Exodus 1500 right here, power station. It's got a 1488 watt hour, 1500 watt continuous. And between 15 and 1700, you've got the boost mode. And then you've got a 3600 watt surge peak power. And I tell you what, I've run this thing on my refrigerators, my freezers, air fryer, microwave, lights. I mean, induction stove. I've tried everything. And I tell you what, there ain't nothing that it ain't powered. You know, on the sensitive items like microwaves, TV, the refrigerator. I don't let it go over that 1500 watts because then it goes into that boost mode. And what that does, it raises your amps but lowers your volts. And that's just not real good on sensitive items like TVs, refrigerators, laptops, computers, all that. So anything that's sensitive, I just let it go up to 15, but that's as far as I'll let it go. But I tell you what, this thing has run like a champ. You know, I'm not going to knock it in any way. I mean, I like it. Bobby Strickland, hello everybody. That's what he said. Hey, how you doing, Bobby? And Serding, hello, Serding. Appreciate y'all commenting on there. Lets me know people's in the room. But yeah, this thing here, I'm telling you what, it has honestly, for the money, you cannot beat it. And we'll get into some talking later. I'm just going to go over the OUPES. Keep my word with OUPES. You know, they asked me to do the live stream. But it's got a fast and slow charge, or high and low is what they call it. It's fast and slow is what I say. But you got your two 55-21 barrel ports, your lighter port for DC, your on and off switch, DC power, AC power, your USB-Cs and USB-As handle in the back, and you got your three 120 volt outlets. And I'm telling you, I have run everything on it. I've kindly tried to push it a little bit further than I should, but I'm telling you what, it ain't overcharged or anything. I mean, seriously, I really do like it. And the reason I think, the way I look at it, the Exodus compared to the Mega series, the Exodus is if you just need one little power station for an emergency to run your refrigerator, lights, radio, coffee pot, stuff like that. Because you can't put no expandable batteries to it. So once you buy it, that's it. Unless you want to buy another one, or maybe the 1200 Exodus. But the main reason I like this is for people who don't want to spend a whole lot of money. They just want one little power station for an emergency backup, storm, electric goes out, whatever. And this is all you need right there, just to run the refrigerator or coffee pot. And as far as my refrigerators, my double door, if y'all watch my channel, you've seen my old 30-year-old double door stainless refrigerator, Frigidaire. It run it for 14 and a half hours. And in all honesty, for a 1500 watt power station, I think that's great. I have no complaints on that. And my single refrigerator in my dining room, it's not a new one. It's probably at least 15, 20 years old. But that thing, it runs great. It really does. But it run it for 28 hours and 38 minutes. You ain't going to beat that. And like I've said, for the money, for a 1500 watt power station, you're just not going to beat it. And I mentioned it in my review video, and I just wanted to show y'all this, where not a lot's changed. But, you know, if you compare this to other brands, 1500 watt power stations, because this right here, let's see here, I printed them off. I just wanted to show you. If you can see this right here, it's got a coupon on it, but a total for this on Amazon, let me see if I can get that up there, is $469 on Amazon now. And through my link and with my extra code you can put in at the checkout, you can get it for $427. You ain't going to beat that for a 1500 watt power station. See here, I don't want to skip nobody. Just bought the cell on the Mega 1 B3 battery and two 240 watt panels. Hey, good for you, buddy. Hey, let me tell you what, I've got two of the Mega 1s and I've got the Mega 5. Love them. I'm not going to lie to you. I absolutely love them. Bobby Strickland, I have been subscribed to your channel for a while. Love all your content. Very informative. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. I'm not no big channel. I just tell the truth. I do this for a hobby, to be honest with you. I don't make a dime. I truthfully don't. Alex, this is an incredible deal, but the Exodus 2400 is next. Yes, it is. I wasn't going to say nothing, but you brought that up. But yes, it is. It's coming next. Sure is. But it will be a little higher than this, you know. But to get back on track, like I said, you know, you can't beat this for the money. I showed you that in the links and all that, you can get this for $427 using my link and discount code. You don't got to use mine. Anybody that's got a channel that's got this, you can go to theirs too. You know, no hard feelings. I don't take a dime from them. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. But I wanted to show you this. This ain't on sale now. Before it was in my review video. Right here is the Jackery 2000 V2, the Explorer. And I'm trying to keep that straight. And you're seeing that right. $949, which is crazy. I didn't give that for mine. I got it on sale, but that's crazy. But in all honesty, it's the same size as this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to beat OUPES' price. You really ain't. And I own this, and I'll flat tell you, you've got 2 input solar jacks. They take 200 watts each. I mean, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, for that much money, there ain't no way. Look at that again for yourselves. I mean, it's just nuts. Then I'll show you this one. This is still the same price. The Dapson 1300, $598. $600, just call it 600, 1300 watt. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, you ain't gonna beat the price. And right here's the other one, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus. Let's see, $250 off. I want to say, yeah, $650. You might as well say, right there on Amazon. So that's why I'm just trying to tell y'all. You know, OUPES is not trying to rip no one off. They are lower than everybody else. And one reason, that's why I love OUPES, honestly. Great customer service, great warranty. Something happens, 2 or 3 little chats, they're sending you a new one. But for the cost of it, you can't go wrong. If you live in an apartment, small house or something, in an emergency, you're just wanting to keep the fridge going, coffee pot, a light, right there. You're not going to beat it for the money. $427 compared to $600, $900 for the exact same thing, honestly, just in another brand. See here. Hey, y'all. Hans McHugh. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you tuning in to the channel. But, yeah, I just want to let y'all know that you can't go wrong with OUPES. And I don't care what model you get, whether it's the Mega, whether it's the Exodus. You know, my Mega 5, absolutely, still to this day, I can't help it. That's probably my main favorite one. If I had to give all of them away but one, I would keep my Mega 5. I love that thing. It's just got some power, big batteries. I run it at nighttime. Actually, it's running my fridge and freezers right now as we speak. But I got plenty of solar. And, you know, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I got a poll up here. Who on here, if you can show me, who has bought the Exodus and who is thinking about getting the Exodus? Could you tell me that? Don't matter if it's the 1200 or 1500 or 600, but throw it out there. Let me know if you've bought one and you got one. But I've been pleased with mine. I've got the 600, the 1200, and now the 1500. OUPES has been real good to me. I ain't going to lie. They send them to me to do a review on. And again, I don't make no money. If you go through my link, I mean, I think I've got maybe like $60 in my account from different ones, but I don't touch them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm disabled. If I take it out at the end of the year, I just have to give it right back. So I don't even fool with it. You know, the only way I come out on this is honestly, they give me a power station, but I like communicating with people, learning, and they can learn from me. It just goes both ways. And I love that. You know, this is just a hobby to me and I like it. I've met great people on here. I really have. Hello, George. This is Patrick. I have 600 plus and 1200. Hey, good for you, buddy. I like the 1200. I ain't going to lie. Basically the same one. It's just up, you know, 300 watts there. But yeah, thank y'all for writing in there. If I'm too loud, just tell me. I'm trying to keep my voice down. My hearing ain't the greatest, and sometimes I tend to speak a little louder than I should. So if I do speak louder, just put on there, hey, you're busting my eardrums. So, but so how many fans out there have we got of OUPES? Let me know that. I know there's a lot of brands to choose from, but I tell you what, and and I hate to do this when OUPES wants me to do this live stream. I've got plenty of brands, but I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as the warranty, you cannot beat OUPES, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm waiting for the 2400. Hey, good for you. Hey, get you one. And I honestly, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they send me a 2400, because I'm not just going to do a review here in the house. I'm going to take it to my building, put some tools on it, really get it going, and show people, hey, it's a good little item right there. The 2400, to me, that's the sweet spot of a power station, to be honest with you. Hello, George Homestead. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Glad you made it. You told me you was going to be busy. I wasn't going to get mad at you, but I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you. Sardine, I'm a fan. Hey, there you go. The way I look at it, I don't care if people call them a budget or money saving or whatever. As long as it does its job and you can save money and they've got good customer service and good warranty, why would you not go with a brand? And I mean, that's with anybody. You show me a brand that gives you all that, hey, I'm all for it. But I had, old Blake B there. He talked to me earlier. He's from Central Kentucky. He's thinking about getting the Blue Eddy 2000 V2, in which I've heard good things on him. But he asked me exactly what I hear from everybody. He said that he's dug around and looked and searched, and he has heard nothing but terrible things on their customer service and the warranty. You can't get a hold of them. It's months before they get back to you. And here a while back, I'm talking maybe like a month and a half ago, I think it was Jason Noyd, said that they now are giving you an American 1-800 number, customer number to call them for customer service. And at first, people were saying, yeah, I was getting through. People were talking to me. But here lately, I've just heard some bad things that you can't even get a reply. The phone just rings. You can email them. You never hear nothing back from them. And when you're sinking in $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, whatever it may be, because I ain't going to lie, Blue Eddy's high. They're overpriced, to be honest with you. They really are. I want someone to answer the phone when I call when I got a problem. And again, right here, that's why I like OUPES. I mean, you just cannot go wrong with them. They give it to you at a good price. And I'm telling you, when I email them, and I know they're in China and California, I'm telling you, when I email them within 24 hours, I get a reply. Usually when I get up in the mornings, I check my emails about 8, 9 o'clock. There it is, OUPES. And like I said, when I had the bad battery cell out of the Mega 5, they told me just box it back up. We're sending you out a new one when it arrives. Have that one ready to hand off to the UPS. And it really blew my mind right there. I'm not going to lie to you. But, I mean, OUPES to me has run flawlessly. I've not had no problems. When I first got the Mega 1s, it would get down to 0%, like empty. But then it would run for, at first, about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. But then I emailed them and asked them about it. And they told me, take it all the way down, recharge it on AC, and wait for that fan icon to disappear, then unplug it and use it. And after about 3 or 4 times of doing that, they're perfect now. When it hits 0, I might get 5, maybe 10 minutes of 0%. Then it actually cuts off. And that's the way I like it. But I have no complaints with OUPES. I really don't. And if I said anything, I'd be lying. I mean, if I truly had a problem with OUPES, I promise you I'd tell you. But I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of them. I just tossed my boxes. Patrick means, okay. I don't get what you're saying, but, I guess. But if you're not a fan, tell us why. If you are, just put on there you're a fan. But I'm telling you what, I'm a fan. The Mega 1s, Mega 2s, and all that, they got the expansion batteries. That's OUPES option to that. The Exodus series, what they're doing there is giving you an option of just, if you want to buy one just for an emergency to run a refrigerator or something, and I think it's good because they give you many options there on sizes. Huge fan. Hey, there you go, Hans McHugh. Good deal. That's why I said if it's a good product, it speaks for itself. And people out there, they let you know. There are some haters, and I don't care, not just on OUPES, on whatever else brand you can bring out and say, someone's going to down it. I was talking to a guy earlier, and he asked me what was a good one, and I recommended OUPES. He started trash talking it. No big deal, his opinion. But he said he didn't like budget brands. And like I told him, I said the top-notch brands that you pay way more for, they go bad too, But with OUPES, I know I got a customer service that's going to take care of me. It's that simple. But you said you packed it up before the driver arrived. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I did. When my battery cell went bad on my Mega 5, after we talked, I want to say we talked, emailed 2 or 3 times. They asked me to take a short video just showing what I was talking about. And it would get down to about 50 to 45%. And then it would just shut off. That was it. You couldn't do nothing else with it but charge it up. And once I give them that little video, they emailed me back and they said, look, yep, you've definitely got a bad battery cell or something's wrong. But they got back with me later and told me it definitely was a bad battery cell. But they said, we're going to ship you one out tomorrow. When it gets there, just have yours boxed back up in the original box, packed back up, and just hand it off to the delivery guy. And I always save my boxes, and I'll tell everybody, I don't care what brand you get, until your warranty is gone and no good, keep your boxes, the wrapping bag, the see-through bag, all that. Because if you got to send it back, that is the perfect thing to put it in because it's got all the foam and all that, and it's made for it. You don't want to have to run to Walmart and buy a box and put them little foam peanuts all around it and hope it gets there undamaged. You know what I'm saying? Because if it does, that's on you because you're the one who packaged that. You know what I'm saying? They can fight you on it is what I'm saying. But I always keep my original packaging on every brand until my warranty is out. My building down here, I built extra shelves just to put all my boxes in. So just something to keep in mind. But in all honesty, if you're looking for a budget priced but good running power station, you cannot go wrong with the 1500 or the 1200. And like I said, the little 600, to me, it's an entry level. But I'm going to be honest with you. It run my double door refrigerator. I'm going to say it was for like 2 hours and 15 minutes, maybe 2.5 hours. It wasn't long, but it did do it. And it really surprised me that it did. I really didn't think it would, to be honest with you, but it did. But the 1200 and 1500, I think they're a great power station to purchase for a loved one, for Christmas, for somebody, or just yourself. And I'll tell you what, if you're a camper or RVer or something, perfect. I'm telling you, perfect, because you're not out a whole lot of money, and they got 3-year warranty. They run great. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's all there. Why would you not? But a lot of people like to go out and spend that $1,500 on a brand name, something they can say, look what I got. I don't care about that. Long as it does what it's supposed to. I held my boxes till last Saturday. My Mega 3 just turned 1. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have thrown them away. And I can read. I ain't got my glasses on, so that's why I'm kind of going slow, so forgive me. But, yes, save your boxes. I save my boxes, the paperwork, the manuals, everything. I don't throw nothing away. Like I said, I actually spent about $300 on building shelves in my shop down here, my building. And I got shelves on both sides, making like an L. But yeah, my wife gets on to me about it. Why don't you throw them away? And I'm thinking, I don't even try to explain it to her because that's why if I got to send it back, I want it packed correctly. I keep packing tape on me. I've got me a big roll of fragile stickers. When I ship them off, I slap them fragile stickers all over because I don't want it to get there even more damaged. And maybe some company look at me and go, hey, buddy, this is a piece of junk now. Why'd you send it like this? I want to send it the best way I can. Let me get me a drink of Kool-Aid here. But yeah, and the thing I like about this too is you can just hook solar right up to it. I honestly forget. It's been sitting here a little bit. I forget the voltage. Let's see here. I think I've got it wrote down somewhere. I mess with so many. It's hard to keep in your mind what everything is. I want to say it's like 39 volts or something. I forget. But yeah, my small panels outside, they're 420 watts. So they hook right up to it. Doesn't hurt nothing a bit. I've got a larger solar panel array with 600 watts. And then I've got 3 more on the building with 700 on each. So I do that. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And please give me a thumbs up what's on my mind there if you don't care. Way OUPES will like me a little bit better and keep doing my reviews. But yeah, hopefully they'll send me the 2400 when it comes out. And I figure it's probably going to be in about 2 months or so, give or take. So if we get it, we're going to do our regular tests on the kitchen appliances. But I'm also going to take it down to my building, try the air compressor on it, a few more tools, just to really give it a little workout. But again, you can't go wrong with OUPES. So let me ask you, how many of y'all, and just put it in the comments, do you like the Mega 1 better, Mega Series, or the Exodus series? Which one do you like best, if you had your choice on buying? I like them both, to be personal with you. The reason I like the Mega, they're, like I said, my Mega 5, you're talking a little over 5,000 watts. But again, you got expandable batteries. Same with the Mega 3, the 2, the 1. That's nice. The Exodus series, I think they more or less made that for people who don't want to invest any more money after buying this. And I think that's a good thing. I like to leave that lit in case someone joins in, they can see it. But yeah, if you just want to buy one little unit, let's see here. I'm a fan, Serene. Let's see. Mega by Hans McHugh, Mega 5. There you go, buddy. I love that one. I like both. Patrick Mean says the Mega expansion is nice. Sardine, I own both. Good for you. I do like the expandable battery, and I was going to get it for my Mega 5, but I've got so many power stations. I just figured, because it does add up after a while when you buy these. Because trust me, I ain't been given too many power stations. Most of them I've purchased right out of my own pocket. But I do like this, for the elderly people. The Exodus series, great for someone in an apartment, RV life, just to help out, But yeah, I think the Exodus is a great little series. At first, people really didn't like them, but I'll tell you, they handle their own, and I think it's starting to grow on people, and people's figuring out, I can just buy this and get by, which is a good thing, or buy 2, put them in a daisy chain, kind of like an expandable battery. When that first one dies, the EPS kicks in. So right there, it's kind of like you can do it like that, just daisy chain it. The Mega 5 can add on 8 additional batteries, can it? I believe it is 8. Don't hold me to that. It's 7 or 8. But you can make you a big outfit like that. You can really keep your home going for quite a while with the Mega series, especially the Mega 5. And I'll tell you the truth, I even bought the Alcatel P5000. It's a good unit. I'm not going to knock it. But it ain't nothing like my Mega 5. My Mega 5, man, I can leave the house and I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm not scared of it turning itself off or overloading. Now, the P5000, there was a time that I did leave the house and it did cut itself off. I don't know why. It run the same appliances that my Mega 5 did, but when I come home, it was off, and it still had I want to say 81, 82% battery. And to this day, I'm still scratching my head. I don't know why it shut off. It was on, so I don't know. But my Mega 5, other than since I've got this one in, replaced, I've never had a problem out of it. The Mega 5s, that's one unit you can take to the bank right there. They're worth it. You catch them things on sale, you're getting a good deal right there. I'll flat tell you. But yeah, you can pay more for, I'll just say it, like the Blue Eddies or the Jackeries and all that. Nothing against them, but why would you pay more when you can get the same thing cheaper? And I'm not just talking about this one, but I'm talking about the Mega 5, the Mega 3, the Mega 2, whatever. Why would you pay more when, in all honesty, better customer service and better warranty right here? I'll flat tell you. Do you use them in EPS mode? What is your use cases? Okay, I do use them in UPS, like I've told y'all before, and I'm not saying it for no pity party or nothing. Life's life. I've had a double lung transplant, and I go to UK in Lexington 2 days a month. I go to Indianapolis, Indiana, IU hospital up there. That's where I had my transplant at. I go up there once every 6 months, unless something really occurs that I got to go. But when I leave, I use my UPS. Exactly. That's what I do. And I hook both stand-up freezers, both refrigerators, just while I'm gone in UPS. That's all I put in on them, because my food's high. You know that. And watching my videos, I've got 2 large deep freezers and 2 refrigerators. My wife's a big-time cook. She grew up cooking. She just loves it. If you want something made, yell at her. She's crazy enough, she'll make it for you and probably won't even charge you nothing. But yes, UPS is something that I tell everybody. If you're going to buy a power station or EPS, they call theirs EPS, but UPS, whichever, you definitely want that in a power station. And if you try to buy these little no-name knockoffs on Temu or Amazon that you've never heard of, sometimes you're going to regret ever purchasing them. Let me tell you, just wanted to say that. OUPES has the best value. Amen. They sure do, Homestead. They really do. That's what I said, for the money. And you ain't got to take my word on it. Do your own research. Get on Amazon. Get on all these websites, Jackery, Blue Eddy, Alcatel, whoever you can think of. And whichever unit you're looking at, out of the Exoduses, out of the Megas, like this is a 1500, get on there and look at other 1500 units by PECRON, Blue Eddy, whoever. And I guarantee you, dollar to dollar, you're not going to beat OUPES. You ain't. And I can tell you this wholeheartedly, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. The customer service and warranty, you will not beat with any company. And I don't care who you throw out there. They've proven it to me over and over. Little questions that I've had. I talked to Rita. That's what she goes by, or her name or whatever. That's who hooks me up with the power station, so I can bring this to you all. If I've got a question, I can throw it out at her, and I'm telling you, buddy, she'll come back and tell me, let me run this by the engineers. That's what it is. And literally 2, 3, 4 days might go by, maybe a week. She will get back to me. She don't forget. I don't know if she keeps notes or what, but she literally tells me. And she'll even ask me when I'm doing a review on these, she'll tell me, how long did it take to charge it up in fast mode? How long did it take to charge it up in slow mode? I mean, they're really concerned and they want to know. And the reason is they want to make it better. That's what it all comes down to. And better means better for you, the buyer. But like I said, hands down, you're not going to beat them. And customer service and warranty, to me, I put that in front of the unit. Whatever the unit looks like, however, how big it is, the price, customer service and warranty means a lot. Because in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that's what you're going to depend on right there. I mean, it's going to mean a lot. It's going to mean whether you lost your money or not. I'll put it that way. When my P5000, I had a glitch with it when I first got it. And I got it on sale, I want to say for $17.99. But that was my money. And I had a problem with it. I emailed them, I don't know how many times. And it's like they just don't care. And that's why I say, and I hate to be like that, but I'll never buy another Alcatel in my life. I won't. That was one horrible experience I had right there. Because I'm used to OUPES, man. You get on there and talk to them, they're right back at you in 24 hours. They put you at ease. They don't let you sit there and worry and all. They're like, we'll take care of it. Just help us figure out what's wrong with it, and we're going to replace it, or they'll make it right. Trust me on that. But I know y'all like OUPES and stuff. is there another brand that y'all think's got a better value? If you do, put it in the comments in the chat. I'd like to see it. I've looked around everywhere and I cannot find a better value, for apples to apples. And I'm not saying like the Alcatel P5000 against this one, that's a big difference in battery capacity. But apples to apples, if you know a better value, let's say on the Exodus 1500 or the 1200, or the Mega Series, throw it out there. I'd like to know. But I don't think you can do it. I've searched. I really have. And I keep coming back to OUPES every time, So, see here. 6 thumbs. I appreciate that. I really do. And I do thank every one of you for coming on here tonight and meeting me. See, EcoFlow has good quality, but they cost more. I agree. I've never owned EcoFlow, so I really can't talk bad about them, and I'm not going to. But I have heard sometimes that instead of them replacing, like if you had one that broke, I had one person talk to me, and I'm just going by what they said. I can't say this is gold, but in one video I watched, they did make a review video on one, and they said, that was 2 times I heard of it, they had a problem. They got a hold of EcoFlow, and EcoFlow was like, more or less, we'll send you a refurbished one plus a little one to go along with it just to make it even, instead of sending them a brand new one. Now, like I said, the one that was talking with me on comments, I can't verify none of that, but the review video, it was a man and a woman, and she actually said they sent her a refurbished, I don't know, let's just call it a Delta 3. I don't know which one it was. I can't remember. But they sent her a refurbished Delta 3, and then maybe like the little, 500 or 600 or 700, whatever it was, just to kind of make up because it was refurbished. And me personally, I paid for this. I want a brand new one to replace it, and that's what they do. And that's what I like about that. But yeah, I don't want no refurbished sent to me when I bought a new one. I'm sorry. I don't care what brand it is. But I didn't like that. But again, I've heard good things about them, but I've never owned one, so I really can't comment on them. Me, myself, again, like I said, Blue Eddie has a good name. I like the 4 that I have, but I have heard so many terrible things on their customer service and their warranty. I really have. And I'll be honest with you, PECRON, I think they're an all right company, but I've really heard horrible things about their warranty and replacement plan. If you got a bad one, I've heard that you have to pay to ship it back on them. I've heard that they'll send you a refurbished. I don't know. Dead serious, OUPES is the only one that I know of that actually will send you a brand new one, and honestly, as cheap as they price their stuff, I don't see how they do it, but I think more or less it's where they get out there and where everybody trusts them now. People buy so many of them. Now they've got a little leeway. Hey, we can replace it with a new one. We can give you good customer service and warranty because, people are trusting us now and we're selling so much. Because I know it's either over in Europe, maybe South America. I seen on YouTube, it's the OUPES Mega Series, but it's got a different name. And they're using that as the name in that country. I don't know if it means mega or what, but I mean, they're all over the world. I mean, they're just a good brand to have. I'll be honest with you. See, EcoFlow on Trout. Truett. On Trust. Okay, gotcha. I ain't got my glasses on. I'm pretty sure no, Truett. Okay. Like I said, I ain't talking about EcoFlow. I've never owned one. Pilot. Okay, gotcha. But I ain't going to talk bad about them, but that's just what I've heard. Like I said, the one video, I'm pretty sure that was real or they wouldn't have done the review. But to me, when I pay for something, I want you to do what you say you're going to do. If it ain't no good and I'm within my warranty, I want it replaced. You can even repair mine if that's what you want to do. But it's cheaper on them, I believe, because of the shipping. Just to send you a new one, they'll take your old one, and then they'll place it on like eBay or Amazon or whatever refurbished. And nothing's wrong with that as long as it's fixed and they give you the warranty. So that's all good with me right there. But now, like me, I use my power stations every day on my 2 freezers, my 2 refrigerators, and my TV, Wi-Fi, and my security cameras. Every day when I get up, I just unplug them from either my Mega 5 or my Alcatel P5000. Might use another one, my FozzieBot 36. Them's the 3 I try to use at nighttime, because if they don't run out, I ain't got to get up and switch everything. They'll get me through the night. Then I unplug them. I plug it into like my Alcatel, Blue Eddy, OUPES, which I try to rotate them. That way I use them evenly, because if you just let them sit, they're going to lose the batteries, the BMS system. They're not going to line up. It's going to go to 0 before they're out, or it'll show percentage and still go dead. So don't just leave them sit all the time if you're not using them. Get them out once in a while, plug up a cup of coffee, run the TV on them. Just use that battery and recharge it every 2 to 3 months. I don't care what kind you got. But I try to just go right down the row, and I'll use every one of mine. And then when I get to the end, I just literally start over on the other side. But as far as UPS, when I go on my doctor's appointments or out of town, I definitely use them all the time. I like my PECRONs, what I can afford. They work. Hey, I agree. I've got a few of them. And like I said, everybody, I think, has got a good power station. But it all comes down to your warranty. I mean, it really does, in your customer service. I mean, you can take a piece of crap power station, as long as they've got a good warranty, good customer service, and they keep replacing it, hey, I'm good. As long as you keep your word. I would rather it not break down, but if it does, as long as you fix it, hey, you're doing your part. But with OUPES, I've not had but that one problem. That was it. And like I said, I've just been pleased with them all the way around. They've served me good, I'll say that, especially my Mega 5. But these right here are great. Just like I said, when just the grid goes down, a bad storm, if you're an RV or a camper, these are perfect because they're not that heavy. They got a lot of power. What else could you ask for? Take you a 200-watt foldable panel, just like the OUPES panel I've got. It's a 240. Take it with you, unfold it, charge it during the day or while you're using it, because it's got pass-through charging. You can use it and charge it. So OUPES says you cycle every 3 months. Yep, you're right. They do. That's why I said every 2 to 3 months. I don't care what brand you get. Use it at least once. Try to take it to 0, charge it back up. That way, everything stays in sync and level. Your batteries are level with the BMS system. There's been a few people I've heard of. They've had videos. They didn't use it in like 4, 5, 6 months, and it would just either drop the battery, it just lose the power, or it would just screw up. And then they would blame the machine. They simply tell you, you got to get it out and charge it a little bit and use it a little bit. How much solar do you have altogether? Well, let me look here real quick. Let's see. Let's see here. Times 3, K210 plus 6. I've got 22,020 watts total, but which I don't run them like that because I'll just be straight with you. I like to be able to charge separate ones at the same time. I don't want to have to just charge one little unit and wait, because when I first got into it, I had my one ground mount, and man, before I'd use a power station, charge it up the next day while I'm using another one. And if it wasn't good sun, I was finding myself with 5 or 6 of them empty, So then I started putting them on my building back there. So, I mean, you've got to have multiple ways to charge them for solar. Right now, I can charge 3, 4, 5 of them at the same time. Plus, I've got 3 375-watt panels in my building. I'm going to end up making a ground mount with wheels out in the field. So that'll make me an extra one. Nice. Thank you, Brian. Do you mean 2200? That's probably what I meant. If I didn't say it, I'm sorry. I've got 3 700-watt arrays. Then I've got a 600-watt. And then I've got a 420-watt. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry about that. But I've got plenty coming in. It's like today I was charging one while another one was running my house, plus charging the Mega 5. So, that way I ain't got to worry about nothing. If my power goes down, when we had that ice storm here this past winter, I think we went right at 5 days or 4 days. I think it was right at 4 days, a few hours shy of 4 days. I never had to jerk out my gasoline generators. I done it all on solar while I was using them, just charged them up, and I just went right over in a row. I think I ended up using maybe 4 or 5 of my power stations, I wish all the power stations would go to heated batteries for cool recharging like the PECRON 1000. That would be nice. Yes, I do wish they would do that. That would be nice. Do you still have a power bill? Yes, I do. I'm still electric. I ain't going to give it up. Anything could happen, But my bill during the summer on average is roughly like 110. I'll say between $100 and $125 usually. During the winter, I'll hit about 200 to 275. I'll say somewhere through there. But I still use them. It's just in the winter, they raise the rates. Plus, where I'm using my heat pump, it just sucks the juice. I ain't got nothing big enough to run 220. But during the summer, I get by good. So it kind of pays for the summer. And as long as I'm home, I use them. So I have 4 370-watt running mini splits and have 6 more I need to get hooked up this spring. Buddy, Brian, you're a busy man, let me tell you. But that sounds cool. I'd love to have one of them little, the air conditioner and heater. They run on solar. I'd love to have one of them. I really would, because that would take a lot of your electric bill off right there. See, Homestead, me too. $60 to $120. Man, that's real good. Now, I know my brother lives down in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I have a sister-in-law in Florida. Y'all's electric is so much cheaper than ours up here. And if it wasn't for my solar, let me tell you, my uncle and aunt that live just right down the hill from me, I can see their house. They're strictly electric. They pay roughly like $600 a month, between 5 and 6, but usually it's around 600. That's crazy. My one brother-in-law over another county, his runs his. I think he said his is about 500 to 550. He's got a brand new home. So I mean that's just crazy. So that's why I don't gripe about my electric. So let's see here, Blake. Watch the solar input on the Mega 5. Like I've told you, I can't remember right offhand, but I'm wanting to say 2,000 watts, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. Yeah, you could put up 2,000 watts right into the Mega 5. So it charges fast. But now I want to tell y'all people, everybody wants a whole bunch of solar going into their power stations. You're exceeding the death of that power station if you do that all the time. You don't have to hurry up and charge it up. In an emergency, hey, go for it. That's what it's made for. But I wouldn't do that all the time, every day, putting 1,500 watts or 2,000 watts in it, or even 1,000 watts. I ain't going to lie. 700 is the most I put into any power station, which was my FozzieBot 3600, my Alcatel P5000, and the Mega 5. And my PECRON 2000s, because you can double them, their inputs there. But I don't go above 700. Well, what's the point? So that's a buddy right there. I'll message him later. He's probably watching me. But yeah, the more solar you're putting into there, the quicker you're taking the life off of it, So why rush it, long as it gets charged up in a day is the way I look at it. And that's why I like multiple power stations. So, see, I've got one for sale. I bought 4 from Sig Solar last year. Cool deal. 2100 watts is max. Okay, 2100, got you. Mega 3 can take that, and each B2 will take that as well. Yep, there you go. I mean, nothing's wrong with it having, you can put in 2100 watts or whatever it is. I've seen some of them out there, they're getting higher and higher. But you know, your phosphate batteries, if you're always putting that big, heavy charge on there, you're just burning up your battery little by little. I know it don't seem like at first, but let me tell you what, 10 years goes by quick. And then you're going to drop to your 20%. So why not let it last? Because they cost enough. I don't want to have to buy another whole set. And another thing, I want to bring this up. A lot of people might not think it's nothing, but all these tariffs that's happening between the U.S. and China, these power stations are going to really get unaffordable, I think. I hope I'm wrong, but I really do think they're going to get super high. And that's one other reason I've told some family members on this one right here, for the price you can get it, why not grab it? Why would you wait around maybe 4 months, 3 months, and it double in price? I mean, it'd be crazy. So I just want to bring that up. I hope they don't. I hope the tariffs go away. They work something out. But if they raise these, you're talking solar panels, MC4 cables, your power stations, anything you can think of as far as solar, you know, it's just really going to hurt. So if you're going to get one, to be honest with you, right now is a great time with a great price. Like I said, with my link and other YouTubers' links, and then with our discount code, $427 pretty much to your door. So it's a no-brainer right there, you know. Let's see here. Mega 3 can take that, and each B2 will take that as well. That was Brian. And Homestead says Mega 5 solar input max is 2100 watts, 12 volt to 150 volt. Thank you, Homestead. I figured it was, I knew it was 2000, but I guess 2100. My bad. I ain't perfect, and I've always said that. But yeah, I mean, it's got the capacity. You know, if you want to use that 2100 watts, you can charge that sucker up in a few hours with that if you've got good sun. But I would rather stretch mine out. I'll plug it up, get the set. And usually my panels, with the way our sun is around here in Sky, we got a lot of these stupid chemtrails and always a little bit of light, you know, clouds in the sky. I'm usually bringing in, truthfully, between 5 and 600 watts usually. Usually it's around 600. But I just use another one while that one's charging, and I can charge them up in a day. It ain't no problem. Mega 1 is only $389 today. Hey, I didn't know that. That's a good deal right there now. I'll be honest with you. I love the Mega 1. Don't get me wrong. But I've kind of grown fond to the Exoduses. I'm not going to lie. I really do like them. They're just not so bulky. I like the looks of the Mega 1, but I kind of like the Exoduses, the way they run. I'll be honest. Great by Brian. See, you look at me. The biggest one I have right now is the PECRON E2000, and I love it. Mega 3 is $1,299. Yeah, that's pretty good. I love all the cheaper options coming out. It's made EcoFlow and Blue Eddy get a lot more competitive with their pricing. It has. It truthfully has. I'll be honest with you. I think, my personal opinion, I think OUPES has already caught up with Blue Eddy and all of them. I truly do. I mean, you get the bang for the buck. You really do. And like I said, I've never had a problem besides that one time. You know, so I can't say nothing bad against them. I mean, I'd rather just give them my money. I know I got the warranty, customer service. They'll back me up. I really don't worry about it. I love all these cheaper options coming out. Yeah, sorry, I was rereading it. Blake, yep. So, yeah, I mean, why would you want to spend, like I said right here on the, where's it at? And I got this right here. The Jackery Explorer 2000 V2. and I like it. I do. It's nice. But the input sucks. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it really does. 200 watts in each barrel port. And it's not an Anderson. They are now, and I love that. But it's a barrel port. So, I mean, 400 watts total? Bull crap. I mean, for that kind of money, for $949, they're crazy. I mean, you got to do better than that. I mean, who wants to sit there with 400 watts? It'd take you 2 days to charge that thing up with good sun. So, I wouldn't buy anything else. They have been good to me when I contacted them about being an affiliate wholesaler. No one else would even answer my emails. You know what? I'm going to agree with you there. If you're a YouTuber, or not even a YouTuber, if you try to be an affiliate, you got to reach out to some of these companies. Hey, I review them. Could you send me something? And I ain't gonna name no names, but one, I'm a small channel. I'm a super small channel. I've only done this a little over a year, but well, shoot, I ain't gonna lie about it. I'll just tell you, Dabson, and I like them. They run great. I'm not going to knock them. They got a good little unit right there. I contacted them a couple of times, and they just flat told me, until you can get 5,000 subscribers, don't even waste your time talking to us. And I thought, well, you know what? Pee on you then. Old OUPES, buddy, they're always there. They're glad to help anybody. If you'll help them, they'll help you, And that's what I like about them. I mean, Rita has treated me very good. OUPES has treated me very good. The customer service, I will never talk bad about them, because I'm telling you, they're always there when you need them. And that means a lot to me. I love the footprints of the Blue Eddy Elite 200 V2, but I'm concerned about their warranty. Exactly. They do have a 5-year warranty, but only matters if they'll honor it. That's what I'm talking about. I can promise you a warranty on your roof if you let me do it. But if I'm not around to fix that warranty, you really don't have no warranty. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about OUPES. They're there. They've been around for quite a while now. They've honored warranty. They've answered questions. And I've talked to other people who's bought OUPES and something's happened. And they've told me the same thing. Want no big deal. Within a week, they were shipping me another one out. You can't ask for better than that. You really can't. But yes, sir. Rita and Judy always answers my emails. I'm telling you, I mean, you can't beat them. I mean, they're good to me. I'll say that. And like I said, I've never made my first penny off of any of these affiliate companies, that I collaborate with. They'll send me something, I'll show a video. There's money sitting in my account, but I do not touch it. Because why? Because then I'm just going to have to tax season go down and write, this is how much I made. Then I'm going to have to give it right back to them. It ain't worth it. It's theirs. It sits there. They put it in there, but I do not touch it. If they'll send me something to review, I am happy to do that. It helps them, I hope. And I try to do the best video I can. I ain't got all the equipment and everything. I do the best that I can, and I hope everybody enjoys it. But, it is what it is. This is a hobby. So, I respect how OUPES donates 5% on their sales to those in need. Yes, that's another good little program. If you have an elderly person that needs something for like an oxygen concentrator during a storm, if their power's out, or a CPAP, or just keep the lights on, or refrigerator, you can go to their website and fill out the information. And if they pick you, they will send you, maybe a Mega 1, maybe a Exodus 1500. They'll send that person one free of charge, and I think it's great, because it shows right there, they're not all about the money. They're giving back a little bit. They want to earn your trust. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I swear, out of all these companies I've ever dealt with, this is my favorite, because they honor what they say, and that means a lot to me. I've always been a man of my word. If I don't feel good, if it's really out of my way, it just don't, go with what I'm doing that day. If I told you something, I'll be there unless I'm in the hospital or dead. And that's kind of what I feel about OUPES. They're going to do their part. So I do want y'all people to know out there that, I'm not just saying this. I ain't making a dime. They sent me this. You can trust them when they say our warranty, our customer service is good. It's second to none. I'll flat say it. Thanks for explaining that. You looking at me? Hey, appreciate it. No problem. What percentage are you storing your power stations at when they aren't in use? Most recommended 40 to 60%. You know, I've heard so many stories on this, but I want to be honest with you. What I do, I leave them at 100% because I'm going to use them. Like I said, I just rotate them. You know, I'm going to use them. But I have really checked into that because I kept hearing a lot of stories, 50%, 40%, 75%. I've checked so much, and the what I assume is the correct one, because I've heard it more than others, and not just from people, but from actual companies. Store them at 100%, and you can take them down to zero if they're LiFePO4 batteries, phosphate batteries. You will not damage them. It does not hurt LiFePO4 batteries, phosphate batteries at all. They want you to use them. That's what keeps everything in sync. And see, a lot of these people that when they get it out, I honestly, I forget if it was on the last live chat we had or if I was just talking to somebody, but it was an elderly woman. She told me she was older and she had bought, I forget what it was. I think it was a Blue Eddy, to be honest with you. She got it out. It was an AC 200 MP, just like mine. That's why she asked me. And she said she bought it, used it one time, put it in the closet. And that's when we had a real bad rainstorm a while back. It was that snowstorm. That's what it was. And then she contacted me and said, right before the storm, she said, I got it out to charge it up, make sure everything was ready. And she said, it won't even work. She said, it comes on, but I plug it up and turn on the AC and nothing happens. But again, if you don't charge them up and use them, you just let them sit, that BMS gets screwed up from the battery level. It's just kind of like you're getting everything out of whack. So you do want to charge it to 100, take her down to zero. It ain't going to hurt nothing on a phosphate battery. Excuse me. But what hurts them is when you just throw them in a closet, and I don't care if it's at 25%, 50%, 75, or 100, and you just don't use it. You don't want to just leave it sit there for months on end. Get it out. Plug your refrigerator up to it for half the day if you got to, but just use it a little bit. But I hope that helps. But believe me, I really went in depth on checking on that. And as far as phosphate batteries, they said you can leave them at 100%. You can leave it anywhere, but it's best to leave it at 100. And then when you use it, if you can, try to use it all the way to zero, then charge it right back up. Because if it's like anything, if you don't use it, if it's not doing nothing, it's eventually going to lose its power, or the BMS system, something's going to get out of whack. You got to use it. But if there's any more questions, shoot them at me. I will do my best. I won't lie to you. If I don't know it, I'll just tell you I'm a big dummy and find someone else who's smarter. So, but I appreciate y'all again coming in on the live stream tonight. And again, hit that thumbs up if you don't care. But hopefully they're going to send me that 2400 when it comes out. Rita hinted that she would. I ain't going to say definite, but anything could happen. But if we get it, I'm telling you what, I'm going to do a good review on it down in the building and up here. But if it's anything like the 1500 and 1200, I bet you that will be one good buy right there. Because between the 1200 and this one, I think what is it, like $100? So let's just boost it up maybe 100, 150. Hopefully, might be a little bit more than that, but I guarantee it'll be worth whatever they price it at. And a medium charge is better than a fast charge. To me personally, yes. Because when you're throwing a high charge, the more voltage it goes into it, you're heating up that battery. You're making it work harder. If you take it down to slow charge or, 500 watts, 600 watts, something like that, you're fine. I mean, you ain't going to hurt nothing. But I would rather charge it slow mode than on fast mode. To be honest with you, this one here, I've done it in fast mode one time, and that was just to give Rita the time. And to be honest with you, I forget what it is, but I'm wanting to say 4 hours, 4.5 hours, something like that. But it's just no good on the batteries. You know, once in a while, if you've got an emergency or you just need to, if you're going somewhere, you're leaving, you just got to hurry it up. It's okay once in a while, but I wouldn't do it every time. It's just not good on it. I do slow charge on all of mine. If they've got a setting for slow and fast, mine is on slow. And again, unless an emergency arises and I need to hurry it up, that's it. But I hope that helped, you know. And if anybody don't know, old Homestead Engineering's on here. He's a good guy. He's got a YouTube channel. And let me tell you what, he's got a good YouTube channel. You should see his workshop. Man, I think he's got OCD. And I'm just kidding with you, Homestead. I love your workshop. But daggone, man, that's the cleanest workshop I have ever seen. I love it. But y'all need to check his channel out. He's a good guy. And he's into solar. So you can learn a lot of things on him right there. I'm telling you, check his channel out. Hey, you're welcome, buddy, anytime. I'll check him out. Thanks. I'm telling you, honestly, I'm not just trying to help him out. Check him out. He can seriously teach you some stuff. Honest to goodness, good guy. Man, if you go to his channel, check out one of his videos on his workshop. You could pretty much eat off the floor, and I'm not joking. But yeah, he's definitely a good guy. And if y'all know Ask Ive Solar, he's a good guy. Check him out. Like I said, anybody out there that's good, I'll try to throw them, you know, some bones there. You know, they're a lot bigger than me, but they're good guys. You know, some of them on there, I'm telling you what, you get to really talking to them. Some of these people, it's went to their head, and to be frank, they're just stuck up, I think. You know, I just try to stay away from people like that. I'm a poor country boy, and, you know, I just try to be nice. I want you to treat me just like I'll treat you. And that's how it is. You know, don't lie to people. Be a man of your word, you know, and help each other out. That's the main thing. We got elderly people on our hill up here. We try to visit every now and then, cook them some food. If they need a little work done and I'm able to do it or my wife is, we go help them. Help everybody you can. And it comes back to you. Don't think it don't. But if you're a smart butt, stuck up, that'll come back to you too. But yeah, check out Homestead and Ask Ive Solar. They're both good guys. I would recommend them. But yeah, if anybody's got any other questions, just throw them out. But again, you know, check them out. If you're just looking for a power station, please just at least go to OUPES' website, check them out. Because as far as money, you're going to save right there with OUPES more than anybody else. Let's see, Blake. I'm 100% electric, no solar, all grid, heat pump, and 2 electric water heaters. Power bill is usually around $200 to $250 at most. Power is cheap here at 12 cents a kilowatt. If you don't mind me asking, you don't got to tell me exactly what state are you in, and you know what area. You don't got to tell me exactly. Everybody don't need to know everything about your personal life. It's high around here. I'm not going to lie to you. We got an electric company. It was Kentucky Power. They sold out, and they still got the same name, but it's another outfit took them over. And buddy, when they did, they raised it, and they just raised it again a while back, and they're talking about raising it again. So every chance I get, my power stations are plugged up. Let me tell you, the only thing I can't control is my heat pump, the air conditioner, and the heat. You know, and that's what sucks the most. Your hot water tank, I would like to hook that up, but I'd still have to have a larger generator. But mainly my 220 is what I can't do, you know, our cooking stove, but and the dryer, clothes dryer. But as far as the cooking stove now, I got that new, gosh, it's late, I'm sorry, induction stove. And that thing, it works like a dream. I'll tell you what, if you ain't got one, get you one. That it comes in handy when there's a blackout, because you can cook just like on a burner, like, you know, every day, regular day. Let's see here. Electric is high in my part of the world. That was Hans. McHugh. Brian said mine is 59 cents a kilowatt, but it is all the extra fees they charge. There you go. The taxes and all that crap. Every time they come by here after winter, they don't do it before, but after winter, they send a Splenda to cut down the tree limbs away from the electric lines. after winter. I don't know why they do that, but then then your bill's going to go up because they got to cover that charge. And I think that's bull. But I just seen them a week ago somewhere through our town. I was driving and seen them cutting things down, and I thought, why didn't you do that before winter? But almost half of my bill is connection fees and taxes. Exactly. Yep, that's how the world works. If you ain't rich, I hate to say it, you probably ain't going to be rich later. I've always been a poor boy. I've worked for what I got, but grown up Christian, try to treat people right, and it comes back to you. That's the way I look at it. I ain't worried about having money or nothing. I'm happy. I've learned poor people appreciate stuff a lot more than a rich person. So, that's the way I look at it. I live in a mobile home. I'm not going to lie to you. I live in a double wide. Bought it brand new in 95. And I'm telling you what, it still looks brand new. I blocked it up. I treat it like my home. If something goes bad, I fix it right then and there. If you let stuff go, it's going to ruin. It's going to cost you more to fix it later. Same thing with power stations. Check them out before you buy one. Invest in a company that has good warranty and good customer service. It'll go a long way, let me tell you. Well, let's see here. It's 9:19. Anybody else want to talk about? Any other questions? Throw it at me. I'll talk as long as y'all want, but I'm running out of things to think up here. I don't want to just keep bragging on the OUPES here, but check them out if you're in the market to buy one. I will say that. Before you buy, go to their website and write down their price, the wattage you're getting on whatever series and model you're going to get, and then go on Amazon or wherever you want to go and just try to find apples to apples. And I guarantee you'll come right back to the OUPES right here. But see, any other questions, people? I don't want to keep you on here just gabbing, but help me out. If you have any questions, just throw them out at me. And like my solar, everybody always asks me what got me into it and stuff. I'll be honest with you. We live up on a big hill in eastern Kentucky, and the wind blows hard and the trees fall, a lot of pines, and our power was forever going out. And I bought my first power station, and then I got addicted. That's exactly what happened. And I wanted another one. After I got it, about a month or two later, I wanted another one, and it just kept rolling. And finally built me 2 ground mounts. And I'll tell you what, I told Ask Ive that's what he needs. But if you ain't got a ground mount, I'm telling you what, at least build you one. If it's just a 400 or 500 watt, 600 watt, you'll love it. It's really fun to build yourself. And they tilt and swivel. And I'm telling you, it'll get you into it and you can learn off of it. If you're in an apartment or something, I recommend foldable panels or something you can put out and bring in at nighttime, not the rigid. I like the rigid because they last longer. The weather does not bother them. But if you live in an apartment or something, or maybe in a trailer park or something, and you need to bring them in at night, get the foldable. That's what I would recommend. Almost half my bill is connection fees and taxes. Yep. You have a great setup. I appreciate that, Homestead. It took me a while to build it, but, I've got it where I want it, and I'm going to build that extra one I'm going to put out there, the 3 panels of 375 watts. I might just put 2 out. I'm thinking about just keeping one in the building for a backup in case hailstorm or anything, lightning hit, putting one back. Because now I was told that panels are definitely going to go up in price where we're having that little trade war, and I don't want to leave myself with nothing. I've seen all those power stations on your channel. Nice setup. Thank you looking at me. Appreciate that. And honestly, like I said, it took me a good while because, I'll tell you what, as high as they are, I'll be honest, my first one I bought was the Alcatel 200P, and it's got the max 50 volt, 51 volt coming in on solar. So it's not the fastest charging one, but it runs good. I ain't going to knock it. That model runs great. Now I've got 4 different models, different names on them, but 2 Alcatel, 1 a Pongo, and 1 the Dr. Prince. And I tell you what, that Dr. Prince and Pongo, they actually take in more solar, and will last about an hour to an hour and a half longer than the Alcatel. The Dr. Prince I give $449 for. The Pongo I give $300 for used. It was in a box. I'm going to call it used, but it was in the box. The guy got it from QVC. He buys these crates. It was in there. He didn't even know nothing about it. He said, give me $300. I'll give you 2 days warranty. It's still going. But my Alcatels, the first one, I'm embarrassed to say it. It's when I first got into solar. I paid $1,100 for the Alcatel. I could kick myself in the butt now, but that's what it cost me. And they have dropped, but I do think we're about to see them start climbing again. Let's see here. Brian, are you close to Ashland? I'm an hour from there. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm real close to Ashland. I'm an hour away from Ashland. I actually go up, got a diabetes doctor. That's where I go to, is Ashland. We go up there shopping, Huntington Mall and all that. Yeah, I'm real close. I was born and raised in Charleston, West Virginia. Then I moved here with my father. And yeah, I'm exactly 1 hour from Ashland is what it takes me to get to the King's Daughters Hospital up there. Did you buy all of your panels from the manufacturer, or did you buy any from a third party? I bought pretty much all of them on my building, the small 100 watt, my 3 strands on the green and tan building. Every one of them come from Amazon. Plus, my daughter got me another one of those for a backup in case one goes bad for Christmas. That was her little gift. They were on sale, I think, for like $65-$70. But the 9BB, they're great panels, I'm telling you. New Power, check into them. I'm telling you, I've never had a problem. If anybody's looking for panels, I've never been given one by them. They don't even know who I am. New Power is a good solar panel. I'm dead serious. Made in South Korea. But yeah, they're good. I bought them off of Amazon. The ones on my ground mounts, I bought those off of Amazon. The 365 watts, a guy in Ohio bought a truckload of them in box. They were brand new. I don't know if they were like seconds or what. I can't find nothing wrong with them. I went up there and bought 3 off of him, give him $100 a piece for them. So them were actually, if you want to call it used or blemished, however, that's where the only 3 I have. The rest of them I actually ordered and they were shipped to me from Amazon. So let's see here. We'll have to meet up sometime. Hey, buddy, anytime, man. If you're into solar, I'll just tell you, I don't want to throw it out there on the web, but I'm in Johnson County, if you know where that's at, Johnson County, Kentucky. If you're ever through here or whatever, message me or email me. I got my email in the description of every video. You can get a hold of me that way. Let's see here. Homestead. My family is from Albany, Kentucky. I've never been to Albany, Homestead, but I've heard of it, but I've never been there. I've been from Charleston, as far as living, Charleston to here, and I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for a short piece. When I got out of school, went down there and worked, got homesick and come home. But I've traveled a lot with work, been in Texas. Oh gosh, I can't even, just about everywhere. Colorado, Wisconsin, done all that. Got that out of my blood when I was younger. But yeah, I'm a homebody. I love being home now that I'm older. Wouldn't take nothing for it. Get to see my wife every day. I worked on the road for a long time, and I would be away from home for 2 to 3 months at a time. And I'm talking like out in Colorado. It ain't like I could drive home on the weekend. I'd literally be gone that long. So now that I'm home and older, I cherish every minute with my family. I love it. She's good to me, good woman. I'm up by Point Pleasant, West Virginia, on the Ohio side of the river. I know exactly where you're at. Yeah, I've went up there gun trading, to be honest with you. Yeah, you're not too far. Let's see here. You looking at me, says I have a Mega 1 Delta 2 PECRON E2000LFP PECRON E1500, and one I built myself. Thanks for the new power panel info. Yeah, man, you won't be disappointed in them, I promise. I have relatives in deep southern Illinois who get a Paducah TV channel. Yeah, Paducah's way south or way west Kentucky. Yeah, I'm probably 3.5, maybe 4 hours from Paducah, if I ain't mistaken. I know it's a 3.5 hour drive. But yeah, you looking at me, the PECRON E15. I think you was the one I was talking to. I've never had any issues with any of my power stations as far as running my appliances or anything. But the only one was the E1500. It doesn't like my dining room stand-up freezer, my larger one with the digital numbers on the door. It does not like it. It'll run it. I can hook them all up, or I can just hook it up, or a couple of them up. But that thing there, after it runs for about 15 minutes to 30 minutes, it'll literally just start glitching like it's got a short or something. And the E1500 NIT just does not get along. No other power station does that. I can't explain it. But and I didn't buy that one brand new, the E1500. I actually got that off of Reway. If y'all watch his videos, Reway, I bought that off of him after he done his review. But the size of my freezer, it runs everything perfect. You know, no complaints on it. Got a great deal on it, so no complaints at all. I just don't run that freezer on it. Any other questions? Because I don't want to keep y'all on here all night, but I'll stay on as long as y'all want to. But man, I'm really gutting for if they send me the 2400 from OUPES. I would really like to get a hold of it. I'll tell you what, that would make a good little video right there. Because to me, the perfect power station, if I was going to recommend somebody to buy one, would be between a 1500 and a 2000 watt. You know, I don't recommend, if you're going to just buy one for your refrigerator, TV, coffee pot, whatever, do not go below a 1500. You know, I'm not trying to knock any of them, but I mean, because you're going to have to depend on that thing. I would try to get the 1500. And again, you're not going to beat this sucker at all, not on price. And the quality of it's great. It really is. They finally switched the solar input to Anderson right there, if you can see it. I love Anderson. I hate barrel ports that goes into your solar input. I just think that sucks. And I'm glad they changed that. Let's see here. Reway Outdoors too. Yeah, great guy. He is. He's a good guy. I've met up with him twice. I bought 2 power stations off of him. Very nice guy. A lot of people try to think he's stuck up a little bit or whatever. I'm telling you what, one of the nicest guys you ever met. He ain't stuck up at all. I really do like him. He is a very nice guy. I believe he'd do anything for anybody. But see here. I have the old 2400, the black and orange one, I think. I almost got that thing a couple of times when it was on sale. The only thing that killed it on, and nothing against it, it's a great power station, was the input. I think the input, the solar input was low. I think they're like PECRON. They got 2 inputs, like the Jackery. I don't like that. I like one input where you can just plug it up and it'll take what you throw at it up to the point it can't go no more. I do not like dual inputs. And I hate that about PECRON. I ain't going to lie. But, you know, what can you do? Let's see here. Tactical 1975. I had to pull my stations out with the storms that went through Georgia. I appreciate your knowledge. Kept my family happy with the light staying on. God bless you. Hey, God bless you back, buddy. And I hope y'all didn't get no destruction on your home or nothing. And I hope everything worked out as planned. And that's another thing. You know, like someone asked me earlier, why do you keep them charged up to 100%? It don't hurt them. But if something happens, I want to be ready, because if it happens and they're not charged up, you're screwed. What's the point of having them? You know, so my recommendation, if they're LifePo 4 batteries, charge them up. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I've got the All Powers S2000. It's the lithium batteries. I'm keeping it 100%. I don't care. I mean, if it can't handle it and it breaks, it just tells me, you know, it ain't that good of quality. I'll be honest with you. you can't use them if they're not charged up, period. And when an emergency happens, that's why they call it an emergency, because you don't know it's really going to, when it's going to happen, when it's going to be there. So if you're not prepared, what's the point of buying the power station? Excuse me. I don't like the 2 AC chargers, but it works, and I just run it with one as a UPS. That's me. I don't like them. They work. On my PECRONs, I can double them up with my 600 watt ground mount, and then my other 220 watt. I can use it, double them up. It's okay. Why not just have one plug in? But it's me being picky. It don't mean nothing's wrong with it or it don't work. It works fine. It's just my little pickiness right there. You know, you can't please everybody, you know. But let's see here. You were ready. Yes, I was. Definitely. 100%. I'm always ready. If I'm home, I'm ready. Let me tell you. God took care of us. No damage. That's good to hear. Onstead. Oh, man. There you go. But, yeah, if you ain't prepared, you've already failed. That's the way I look at it. And if you're not going to keep your batteries topped off, again, what's the point of having them? Because with our winter storm that come through, they warned us about it. And I think I might have had 2 that wasn't full. I topped them off quick, got everything ready. I got out my flashlights, got out my little lanterns, my little bulbs, USB bulbs. I've showed y'all them before. Them things are awesome. Everybody should get them because they don't use no juice. They're anywhere from 3 at the most. I'm wanting to say like 6 watts at the most. I think you can get it in 3, 5, and 6 watts, something like that. But you cannot go wrong with them. I bought my daughter's son some, and her boyfriend, future husband, I bought him some for their power stations. But they put off plenty of light. You can read a book. They don't use no juice, and that's what I like about them. You know, you're not using them. You just wind them up, put them in the box. When you want them, get them out. It's a USB-A, 4 to 6 watts. You hang it up, got little hooks, plenty of light, and you're not draining all your juice. Just try to light up the room. Kentucky Utilities, our base changed is $1.35 for a kilowatt. I would say that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I said. They're very expensive, and they just keep going up ever since that one company bought them, because it's coming. Actually, our electric is coming from West Virginia and I think Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. But they pretty much tore down our old plant up here. It was coal fired. They had 2 coal fire plants there, and they tore down one, and they're using the one. I think it's kind of like a backup just in case something goes wrong. But yeah, get you some candles, flashlights, the USB bulbs. I highly recommend them, Amazon or eBay. And another thing, your little lanterns, rechargeable lanterns I've shown before. I just bought, probably not just a few weeks ago, a great deal on a 4-pack. And I'm telling you what, they're basically indestructible unless you would just slam it on concrete, built really good. I'm going to be doing a little review video on them. Nothing special. I just want to show people, give the link. It's got solar. It's got batteries in, that you can put in it. Plus, it's got a rechargeable battery, but you can charge it up 3 ways, and it'll literally use your solar, like your rechargeable batteries. It'll use them first. Then it will even drop down to your regular batteries. You ain't got to flip a switch or nothing. It just goes right down and uses whatever it can in the series. But they're awesome. They really are. I think they got like a hook or a magnet on the bottom. I'll make a video and I'll show you, but I do highly recommend them. See here. I got a few strings of those after seeing your video. I use them every night. Might have to find me a decent low wattage USB fan for the summer. I got 2 of them fans. If I think of it, I believe I did do a video on that. Pretty sure it was for on my fireplace. I can set the little battery packs like for your cell phone. I plug the battery or the fan into it, and I just set it on my stove in here, my propane mantle, and it blows that heat out. But I got them off of eBay, I believe, or Amazon One. I only think I give like $5-6 a piece for them. I don't believe it was over $12 for both of them, but they have worked great. Both of them are still working. But yeah, it's just USB. The fan's probably, I would say 4 to 5 inch in diameter, but it's got 3 speeds on it, and it really does put it out. If I remember, I'll try to put that into the lantern video. So just be watching for it, and I'll tell you the name and where I got it and all that. But again, anybody got any questions, throw them out to me. Yeah, if you're looking into solar, look at all over YouTube into your solar power station videos like mine, Reway's, Ask I've, because you get so much information when you watch other people. I mean, there's things that I still learn, believe it or not, and that's why I try to give all the info I got to you all, the viewers. That way you can learn off of it too. But like I said, again, I want to repeat, when you get on Temu and Amazon, eBay too, when you see these power stations saying all this great stuff, but then it's got a weird name you've never heard of before, man, I'm just flat telling you, stay away from them. They're a overnight company. They'll be gone in a year, I'm telling you. So I just wanted y'all to know that. Stick with a name that's reputable. It's been around for a few years and still around. Well, let's see here. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Thanks, brother. God bless and love from Virginia. Good night, all. Hey, take it easy. Looking at me, buddy. Be safe and God bless. And thank you for tuning in. Well, people, it's 9:39. I think I'll probably get ready and go to bed too. But I do appreciate y'all tuning into my live stream and my videos. Like I said again, I'm not no big channel. I appreciate every thumbs up, every share. You can share my videos to somebody. It really helps the channel. It keeps me in good with OUPES and everybody. I need all the help I can get. I'd really appreciate it. Any shares, likes, comments, anything. It just really does help the channel, the YouTube algorithm. The more people type in the comments, the likes, the shares, that algorithm throws your channel out there. So again, like I said, this is just a hobby. Let's see, Hans McHugh, good night. Thank you, my friend. Southeast Indiana. Hey, God bless, brother. Take care of yourself. Sardine, bye. Hey, thank you. Thank you all for tuning, really do. And thank you, Homestead, buddy. You take care of yourself. And people, don't forget about Homestead Engineering. Check out his channel. Well, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll be putting out another video within a week, I'm sure. But just stay tuned. Help my channel out, please, with the likes and the sharing. I really do appreciate it in the comments. If you're watching the video, just say hi to me. It really does help. But thank y'all for tuning in. Check out the OUPES. I'm telling you what, you won't be sorry. And thank you, OUPES, for the power station, sponsoring the video and the live stream. I do appreciate it, Rita. So y'all take care of yourselves. Good night, Brian. You take care, buddy. God bless to all of you. And we're going to end this. Take care of your neighbors and your friends and your family, and just try to be good to your neighbors. Hey, God bless. Thank y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Good night.